morning, learners. Today in Empowerment Technologies, we are going to discuss Module 6, which is about Advanced Word Processing Skills. Before that, let's start with a prayer. Loving Father, we thank you for your endless guidance and for the skills and talents that you have given us. We pray that you would give us wisdom as we continue to learn. We pray for everyone's safety in the midst of this uncertainty. Grant us the courage to follow your ways by sharing our compassion for learning and show love to others. We ask this through Christ, your Son. Amen. At the end of this learning video, the students shall learn the following. Use the advanced capabilities of Microsoft Word, commonly used to increase productivity and efficiency. Utilize the features of this application efficiently to help improve the productivity of an organization through maximizing the potential of Microsoft Word. Create letters or documents for distribution of your target recipients, and improve this letter as you create media-rich documents for printing and publishing. Let us start with the pre-test. I will be giving you 5 seconds to answer each question. Let's start with number 1. What feature of Microsoft Word allows you to efficiently create a document that have the same general content but may have different recipients or purpose? A. Mail merge. B. Print merge. C. Send merge. D. View merge. Timer starts now. The answer is letter A, mail merge. Let's have number 2. Which of the following is not a component of mail merge? A. Address. B. File name. C. Form document. D. Data file. Timer starts now. The answer is letter B, file name. Let's have number 3. What are the steps in creating a simple mail merge? A. Create form document. Preview, insert placeholders, print. B. Preview, insert placeholders, create form document, print. C. Create main document, create data source, insert placeholders, preview. D. Create data source, insert placeholders, preview, print. Timer starts now. The answer is letter C. Create main document, create data source, insert placeholders, and preview. Let's have number 4. What file contains the information that you need to merge with your main document? A. Address block. B. Contact list. C. Data file. D. Directory. Timer starts now. The answer is letter C. Contact list. Let's have the last one.
And number 5. What image compression or file type is capable of displaying simple animation? A. BMP. B. GIF. C. JPEG. D. PNG. Timer starts now. The answer is B. GIF.
In the previous module, you learned about the rules of netiquette. Here, you learned about online security, safety, and ethics. You understand here that internet can be considered as one of the most dangerous places, so sharing of personal information needs to be secured and safe. Also, you learned about internet threats. You learned about malwares or software that can damage your computer system and the data you stored in them. Some of them can jeopardize a computer system. Also, you learned about protecting information online. Here, you remember the value of the slogan made by GMA 7 or Channel 7. Think before you click, which means that you are accountable to your actions online. Also, you learned about copyright. Any products of our mind, be it an idea, an invention, or a literary work, which we call intellectual property, must also be protected. Any violation of its rights as protected by the law is considered a crime. Let's have our lesson. First, let's start with mail merge. In a professional world, sending out information for conveyance is very vital. With the use of ICT, things can be easily and quickly put across rapidly than the traditional newsletter or postal mail. Internet can aid to send the letter in an instant. This video will show you how a letter can be made using Microsoft Word, an automated way of doing it, and even sending it to many designated recipients. Let's start first with the discussion about the components of mail merge. There are actually 2. First one, form document. The document that contains the main body of the message we want to convey or send. The main part of the document that remains the same no matter whom you'll send it to from the list. And the placeholders are also contained in the form document, which is also referred as data fields or merge field. And the other one is list or data file. This is where individual components or data that needs to be plugged in or merged to the form document is placed and maintained. And you can easily add, remove, modify, or extract your data more efficiently by using other data management applications like Microsoft Excel or Microsoft Access, and import them in your Microsoft Word during the mail merge process. There are two things that you need to prepare before we do the mail merge process. The first one, we need to make a letter or a formal letter of invitation for a promo campaign for a company to launch product. So here, we imagine that you work in a company and then we are going to launch a new product. So of course, we need to inform our existing client that we will be launching a product. So we need to make an invitation letter. And this is the invitation letter that we are going to use. Another one is you are going to make a list of 10 names of loyal customers for this letter to send out. This is the format of the customer information you need. There must be the title, the name, company, address 1, address 2, and C. You can follow this format when you make this list. Let's discuss about the steps in creating simple mail merge.
Now let's start to create a mail merge document. First, we have the invitation letter. So let's make a template first before we continue with the mail merge process. Let's have name, company, address, line 1, line 2, and city. You will observe that this is a formal letter. So to start with mail merge, let's click mailings, and then you will click on start mail merge, then select letters. Then let's save this file in a folder. Let's create and then let's name the folder as mail merge. Okay, so we created a folder. Okay, so let's go back to the letter that we created. Then let's save this file, save as to the folder that we created. Let's save this file as sample invitation letter. Save. Okay, so now let's click on select recipients, then let's click on type new list. So you will see the address list. This is where you're going to input all the details, including the title, details of the name of the person, company, address, line 1 and 2, and city. But let's customize this according to the fields that we need. So let's start from the bottom. We are going to delete this one. To delete this one, you're going to do it individually or one by one. We're going to make sure that the fields which should be available in the new address list must have title, first name, last name, company name, address line 1, address line 2, and city. So click OK, and then let's make it bigger so you can see the details when you are typing. Okay, so in this particular mail merge, I will just input in names of persons with the details. Okay, so in this case, I will only make 5 customers. So we will be sending a letter to 5 customers. Okay, and then save the information that you type in the new address list in the folder that we created a while ago, which is under the mail merge folder in this case. And then let's name that as data list. So if in case there are corrections that you need to do, the address or the names of the person that you inputted in the data list or new address list, are going to locate that in the folder which is data list. So let's check. So you will see here now that there are 2 folders. Let's continue with our mail merge. So this time, since you already inputted the fields or the information of the person to whom you are going to send the invitation, so we can now insert the information that we need. So in this case, you are going to click on insert title, and then space, insert first name, insert last name. And then of course the company should be in the second place. So insert company name, insert the city. First, in the salutation there should include the title and then the last name of the person. Okay, so we are done. check if we are able to input the correct information, click on preview results. So here you will see that we already have this address, or the person to whom we are going to invite for this invitation letter already inputted in the letter. So let's click again preview result this time. So for us to finish, you are going to click on, of course, the finish merge icon, and then there are actually three options: edit individual documents if there's a need for you to edit, or you can actually print this one if in case your computer is connected to a printer, or you can send this one to an email. So the scenario here, if in case you're going to send it to email, is that let's say if you work in a company, then your boss is in need of this letters or invitation, so you can actually send this to the email address of your boss, so that your boss can check your. In this case, for the purpose of just finishing this particular mail merge process as an example to you, so let's click on edit individual document. So obviously there will be 5 letters, so let's select all. So you will see here that there are 5 letters created. So here you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. So let's make it bigger again. So this is the first letter, H1, 2, 5. Alright, so we're done. So let's save this file in the mail merge folder we created. So file, saved as, save this with a file name final merge. Close the file, and then let's go back to the folder. So here you can see that there are 3 files already. So that's the simple steps in creating a mail merge. So previously we discussed the merge process. Now let's talk about integrating images and external materials. Integrating or inserting pictures in your document is fun, and it improves the impression of your document. A common use of inserting a picture is when you create a resume. Knowledge and the different kinds of materials that you can insert or integrate in a Word document and its characteristic can help you create a more efficient, richer document, not only in content but also in physical form. So when you graduate in senior high school or in college, you can create a resume. So your knowledge in integrating images and external materials under this topic is something that you can apply in the future. There are different kinds of materials that you can use. The first one is pictures. Pictures are electronic or digital pictures or photographs that you have saved in any local storage device. It has actually 3 most commonly used types of pictures. The first one, which is common for us, or short for Joint Photographic Expert Group. Type of image file can support 16.6 million colors. That is why it is suitable for use when working with full color photographic images. We also have GIF or Graphics Interchange Format. This is capable of displaying simple animation. It can only support up to 256 colors, which is good for logos and decors, limited or solid color. We also have PNG or PIN or Portable Network Graphics. It can display up to about 16 million colors. The quality for this image file type is also remarkably improved. We also have clip arts. This is generally a GIF type. Line art drawings or images used as generic representation for ideas and objects that can be integrated in the document. Microsoft Word has a library of clip arts that is built in or can be downloaded freely. So you can actually discover this one when you open Word, Microsoft Word. We also have shapes. These are printable objects or materials that can be integrated in the document to enhance the appearance or to allow anyone to have some tools to use for composing and representing ideas and messages. We also have art. It is used to graphically represent an organization, process, relationship, or flow for infographic documents. Also, chart. It is useful when preparing reports that can correlate and present data in a graphical manner. A chart can be created that can be integrated in Microsoft Word, imported from Microsoft Excel. Of course, the common for us is screenshot. It is a snipping tool to select and display only the part that you exactly like to capture in the screen. Alright, so we will discuss also image placement. Inserting an image or any other material in your document is quite easy, especially if the material already existed in your local storage device. So there are actually several placements. This includes inline with text, square, type through top and bottom behind text in front of text. So these are the image placement which is common for you as a student. You can actually discover this one when you open a Microsoft Word document, and you can actually describe it for yourself when you use this one. In this topic, you will know the different characteristics of text wrapping options that you can use to integrate image in your document. Things to prepare. Get a topic from an old newspaper or an article online which discusses about climate change in the Philippines or environmental issues. You can also select topic of your choice. So this is an example of the letter that I'll be showing you in integrating images as the topic. So with integrating images, you can be able to make an article with different designs so that it will be really good. So anyone, if in case you have a project in your communication subject, you can actually use integrating images using Microsoft Word in your computer, and then you can make a really good output that you can submit to your communication subject, which is your assignment. Let's discuss how are we going to do integrating images and external materials in an article. In integrating images and external materials, the first thing that you need to prepare is an article. So in this particular activity, let's use this article called Climate Change in the Philippines. I also prepared pictures that are related to climate change in the Philippines because I will be using this one to create a layout for the climate change in the Philippines as an article. So the control function in MS Word that you can use is Control C is used to copy a picture, while Control V is if you're going to paste it in the article. Let's put it here. I am going to use the text wrapping format, which is square. Okay, and then let's make it smaller because we are creating a layout which will make this article. Second one is in front of text. Seldom we use this in front of text because in front of text it covers the text itself. So remember that in making an article, what is important is the thought of the article. But let's try to make a layout using the pictures and then the article that I am showing you now. And then the other one is top and bottoms. So let's use this one and then put it here. And then next is type. I'm going to put it here. Let's make it smaller so that it will be to see in the article. Okay, so we are done with page 1. And then let's create a layout in page 2. This time I am going to use through. And then let's use behind text, then in front of text. So in front of text, for those who are creating an article and using this as a text wrapping format, this is seldom used because in front of text it covers the text. So remember that when you are creating an article or presenting an article, the content or the thought of the article is still the important thing that you need to show to your audience. So you can see here that in front of text covers the text. Okay, and then you can also add a chart using insert button. So let's use a pie chart. Then let's use this one. Let's say this deals about climate change in different periods. So let's say this is March, and then this is rainy weather percentage. So let's use it as this one. Okay, and then here in the third page, let's use type. Okay, so that's it. It's easy to create an article with a layout. As a student, you are given a task to make an article, and then in that article, you're going to insert an images related to the article. So integrating images and external material is a process or a topic that you can use in that particular activity given by, let's say, some of your teacher and some of the activities being given to the other subject. So this is an example of a finished output. So you will see here page 1, it has a layout about climate change. Page 2, it has also a layout, and then in page 3 you will see the chart. Okay, so that's it. So you can save now the article, and then you can actually submit this one to your teacher if in case this is the task that's being asked to you by your teacher. This video lesson talked about how Microsoft Word can be used efficiently by maximizing its full capabilities. Mail merge being one of its features allows you to create a single template which can be sent to multiple recipients. Integrating images and external materials can have rich content, media, and improve the overall appearance of the document. As learners, share your thoughts on the following question. Which particular activities of your subjects in school this topic is most applicable to you? How are you going to use it or even make it a better output? Will you apply it personally or in the future when you are already working for a company? What particular scenario that would be? Abraham Maslow said, if the only tool you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail. With the advancement in technology nowadays, try to discover by yourself what else you can use to make everything better than today. Then share it for the benefits of others. Today's lesson can be applied when you make a research as a student or when you work in a company in the future to further improve their current system. As learners, provide your thoughts on the following questions. Do you think that mail merge and image integration can be combined to complete a task, or what would that task be? Can you think of reasons for a company to lessen their expenditures of using it to communicate with customers? Those are the questions that you need to entertain in your thought. Reminder, please do not forget to answer your worksheet number 6 to complete this lesson for references of the content of this video lesson. Thank you and have a nice day.